And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Heat, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4 slot. And looking at the Knicks, Dalton is out there with a non-jumper. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. Then it's Anthony, and it's Bargnani in at the 4 spot. And the dunk by Chandler.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
Well, Miami stormed through the regular season and were viewed as the clear-cut favorites to come out of the East, but it was not as easy as expected. After sweeping Milwaukee, the Bulls gave them a scare, then the Pacers really took them deep all the way to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Anthony with the bucket.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Eric Spoelstra. Coach told me they're hoping to overcome the problems a player like Carmelo Anthony presents to defenses. He said Melo's combination of strength, size, and skill set make it very difficult to keep him from scoring each trip down the floor. What he is hoping for is to throw different looks at Melo to keep him out of his rhythm and to try to work from there.
All right, Doris.
And you know where you'll see him put in the majority of his work is in the rebound battle. Puts a persistent physical effort on the glass. He is tough to box out.
And I'll tell you one more thing about him, Steve. He sets a screen maybe better than anybody. And if he rolls off of it, he gets the ball and gets a clean look. It's automatic.
And for the Heat, the Pacers were their first real test, it seemed, and they had to survive a win or go home against them. It almost seemed Clark to take away any momentum they might have had when they went up against the Spurs in the finals.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said, Miami found a way, despite being pushed by the Pacers and being pushed by the Spurs, both to Game 7s. It came down to LeBron James's brilliance, but also the hot shooting of a complimentary role-playing winner, Shane Battier.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Inside to Bosh. It's stolen by Anthony. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Bosh with the bucket.
Well, you know, with LeBron James as the main post threat on Miami, the outside shooting touch of Chris Bosh fits perfectly to help them space the floor, and he continues to expand his range.
And there's the pass to Chandler. And it's Wade with the rebound. The Heat trail by 6. Bosh, a screen-on jumper. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. You talk about Bosh in his shooting range. He's trying to develop a reliable three-point shot as well.
Well, it's happened. In the playoffs last year, he shot a lot of threes. It's kind of a function of the Miami offense, trying to provide floor spacing for LeBron and Wade. But in some ways, it takes Bosh away from what's made him good, too, the slashing and the ability to score around the basket.
Felton the pass to Carmelo. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Shane Battier is checked in for Udonis Haslem. He'd have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. From deep, LeBron. That's good. LeBron's got his first 3 points of the game.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Smith dishes to Bargnani. He kicks to Felton. Shumpert against Wade. Clock at 6. Smith. And that one's on target from the wing. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Wade kicks to Bosh. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now, here is Smith. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul for the Knicks. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Bargnani. World Peace comes in for Shumpert. And it's Udrih in for Raymond Felton. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the first. And World Peace kicks to Smith.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement.
LeBron kicks to Wade. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. That's 7 points for Dwayne Wade.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Stoudemire setting the pick for World Peace. Out to Anthony. All alone. Nice jump shot. Good. Anthony's got 8 points.
Well, when you think about instant offense, his name comes to mind immediately. Doesn't take much for him to get it going and run off a string of buckets.
And, Steve, even more than that, this is what I think of when I think of him. Late in the fourth quarter, time winding down. They've got one shot to win the game. He's your man. He's the guy I'm looking for to make it happen.
Smith the pass to World Peace. Here's Udrih. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Wade kicks to Battier. Feeds it to LeBron. And again, Miami with the triple.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Udrih. Outside Anthony. He feeds it to Stoudemire. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Stoudemire's got his first points of the night.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Now here's Bosh. Good on the shot. Bosh has got 8 points.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Here's Anthony. It'll count. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Heat out front, leading by 3. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Yeah, this team is on the same page, no question. They're right where they need to be offensively.
And they're hitting their scores with on-time and on-target passes, too. That's fun to watch.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Guys, as you know, the Miami Heat try to keep the plays they run as simple as they can and rely on their talent and teamwork to win them games. But playing like that can present its own kind of problems. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "The challenge is not getting bored with simplicity. Simple is what works, though, as evidenced by their back-to-back titles, guys.
Well, Doris, sometimes it makes sense to keep it simple. Thanks. The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And you look at the numbers from a year ago, guys, this is a club that hit about 75% of its free throws.
And the Heat making a change here. Haslam's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a two-possession game, at least.
And it's Smith penetrating. World peace. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. World peace has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A wide-open 3. They need much better communication defensively. You know, after losing Jeremy Lin going into last season, guys, I think some fans were concerned that the team might slip back to isolation basketball and their offense would stagnate, but instead they flourished as a three-point shooting team.
Stoudemire dishes to Smith. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And back to the Knicks personnel moves, you got to give them a lot of credit going out and finding shooters and defenders and Steve playmakers to surround their star players with.
Yeah, they ended up with Bargnani, putting him at the kind of the shooting 4 spot, adding another three-point threat. The Knicks are always going to be aggressive personnel-wise. This was already a good team, second best record in the East, but you know they're looking to get better.
Bargnani is checked in for Stoudemire. Smith kicks to Felton. Miami grabs the miss. Haslam's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Anderson passes to LeBron. Haslam defended by Bargnani. Allen kicks to LeBron. And again, Miami with the triple.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Back to Bargnani. Dishes it to Felton. Pass to Bargnani. New York moving it around. And the Knicks miss again. The Heat leading by 6. Allen kicks to Haslam. He passes to Cole. Three-pointer. Chandler with the block. Now here's Shumpert, defended by Cole. Smith outside. Back to Felton. Just 5 on the clock. The feed now to Smith. But they recover it. Got a piece of it. Felton kicks to Smith. The second chance effort. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
Here's Anderson. That misses off the backboard.
Guys, that's a great piece of interior defending. I mean, he didn't back off of him one bit. Didn't give up any ground.
And that's what he does, Clark. I mean, he never lets himself get taken advantage of down there.
And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about 2 former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these 2 teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those 2.
I think you're right. A good one brewing there.
Shumpert, no good.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those. That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Shumpert's got his first 2 points of the night.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Allen right side. LeBron outside. Again, the miss by the Heat. Knicks trailed by 3. Shumpert, no good. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, guys. There was a time when Chris Bosh wasn't sure how he'd play at center. He tried to bulk up and change his approach. But he said, quote, after about 3 years, I said, forget it and just be myself. I'm never going to be big and just bulky like that. Now he says, quote, I know it's unorthodox, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to bang in the post against bigger guys. I'm just going to be all over the court. And because of that, I think I've become a much better player. Kevin?
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages. Chris Bosh is checked in for Chris Anderson. Outside, Felton. The dish to Carmelo. Bosh with some nice D. Miami leading by 3. Here's Battier. Drains the three-pointer. Battier's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. New York's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Anthony dishes to Smith. 2 open that time, made it look too easy.
Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, little trigger happy here, Clark. You can't win the game with one shot. You got to vary it up, challenge the defense inside.
The 11-footer. Shot is off.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
The drive by Shumpert. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Well, a dangerous trend here, guys, because they're starting to live and die with the outside jumper.
Yeah, you don't want to always do drive-through. Every now and then you got to go inside to eat. Pump fake, draw contact, and get to the foul line.
And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in. Miami's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeBron passes to Bosh. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 4. Outside, Felton. He dishes it to Smith. They get it back. Goes back up. Nice shot by Felton. Felton has got his second basket. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Heat lead by 2. And we'll be back right after.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good one going out in New York. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show. The Heat are giving it everything they've got. And from outside, you couldn't shoot it much better than this. They are scorching hot from beyond the arc. And LeBron having no problems as expected, scoring at will against New York. He's up to 9 points and has been on the mark from deep so far. Looking at New York, they're definitely making plays as well. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. An all-round great effort by Carmelo Anthony. He's got 8 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Chris Bosh really making a difference here.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
Wade kicks to Haslem. From about 16. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. A drive by Shumpert. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
You know, during last season, Melo said that he felt the team they had in place was talented enough to compete with anybody. I agree with him, and that might be the first time in his career that that was the case. He had a team that he was that confident in.
Wade dishes to LeBron. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And 12 points for LeBron.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Felton kicks to Shumpert. Back to Felton. Passes it to Bargnani. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And for Anthony and the Knicks, they weathered their share of injuries but remain one of the top teams in the East in the regular season.
And for Anthony, Kevin, it's got to be nice to play in New York where he was born. has helped bring this Knicks franchise back to prominence.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Well, that's important because this game, I think, is going to be decided by who controls the paint in crunch time.
Gets it to go. And it's 6 points for Iman Shumpert. Now a timeout called by Miami. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Bosh gets to Chalmers. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The pass to Wade. Expanding his range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Chandler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Guys, it was no secret that last season the Knicks were really a perimeter-oriented team. They had some solid inside players, but basically those inside guys were there to set screens and defend and rebound. It was up to Melo and the other perimeter guys to carry the offense.
For New York, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Well, Clark, back to what you said last year about the Knicks. Last in points in the paint, only about a third of their points inside. Very little around the basket, Steve. It became an issue at times.
Well, it was an interesting group, Kevin. So many shooters. But Carmelo really represented their only low post threat. Even Tyson Chandler, his baskets were mostly offensive putbacks. So it was almost small ball all season long, but it was very interesting to watch.
Bargnani gets a screen from Chandler for the lead. Shot is blocked. Wade passes to Bosh. Kicks it to LeBron. Feeds to Chalmers. The 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 5 assists tonight.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. When he can play off of his teammates and find openings on the perimeter and just catch and shoot. Got a quick release. Beautiful stroke.
He does such a nice job of getting himself squared up and in perfect position before the ball gets there, preparing before the pass. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
The Heat with the lead. He kicks it to Haslam. Pass to Chalmers. Now Haslam inside. And it's Miami with another.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Udrih is checked back in. Stolen by Bosh. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And yes, sir, that one drops. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Stolen by Wade. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Bosh. 14 points for LeBron.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Bosh can't hit. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Chandler with the screen on Wade. Chandler with a screen for Shumpert. Bargnani inside the 3-point line. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
And the basket by Chalmers.
Well, Andrea Bargnani has had the reputation early in his career as kind of a soft defender in this game, but he's made positive strides in that area. Still some work to be done, but we'll see how he progresses now on a new team with a very defensive-minded coach.
He feeds it to Udrih. Shot clock at 6. From 6 feet. Chandler's shot. Good. Chandler's got 6.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. And a fast break now for New York. Udrich's got the ball.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
We talked about Bargnani buying in defensively. Steve, old habits can be hard to break.
Yeah, but, you know, it's not impossible to change your spots, you know, as you move forward in your NBA career. He's never going to be Defensive Player of the Year, but as the team improves, Bargnani can improve himself and get into better position, make better rotations, and really make a lot of progress at that end of the floor.
Here's Udrih. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bargnani. And it's Bargnani again missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
No good from LeBron.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
And Udrih gets to Anthony. Makes the lead pass. And the dunk by Chandler.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Wade kicks to LeBron. Dishes to Haslem. Bargnani on him. Haslem with it, and Bargnani picks him up defensively. Wade passes to Haslem. The jump hook. That one a little long. Here's Shumpert. And that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Miami ahead, up 3. And we're just moments away from the... We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing that's obviously helped them here, guys, is how hot they've been from the three-point line. They've been on fire.
6 on the shot clock, and the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Chris Bosh has checked in for Miami. Chandler gets the screen from World Peace. Outside jumper. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. The Heat leading by 3. Allen kicks to Chalmers. Back to Allen. Pass to Anderson. Heat moving the ball around. LeBron James on the wing. From outside the arc. That's good. LeBron's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Felton against Chalmers. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And World Peace with the basket on the assist by Felton. And it's 6 points for Meta World Peace.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range. The Heat marched their way to the best record in the league last season, 66-16, and the ability to win on the road, a big part of that league best record.
And back to the Heat and their play on the road. 29 wins for them as the visiting side, and that was in another category compared to every other team in the league. Steve, nobody else really even came close.
No, nobody did. And I'll tell you what, when they went on their huge winning streak, it wasn't like they did it all at home. In fact, 13 of those 27 games during their winning streak were on the road. And that's not easy to do.
And the best is good. And that's 15 points for Chris Bosh. Knicks trailed by 4. Smith dishes to Felton. Back to Smith. Stoudemire setting the pick for Smith. Felton with the ball. Now guarded by Mario Chalmers. A putback. Chris Bosh with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Nattier the pass to Allen. And there's the feed to LeBron. Rebound by Meta World Peace.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
J.R. Smith on the wing. Outside, world peace. Working on Bosch. Outside for Felton. 6 to shoot. Back to world peace. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. Felton has got his 5th assist in this one. Allen kicks to Chalmers. He passes it to Battier. There's the dish to Allen. It's back to Battier. Pass to LeBron. Feeds to Battier. There's the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
New York calls timeout.
Battier playing the small ball 4, a stretch 4 they call it as well. At 6'8", he's got the size and strength to step into that role when the matchup is right for him.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Mike Woodson was giving to his team. With a deficit as we approach the final buzzer, he stayed upbeat, saying, listen, we can battle back, fellas. Just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. The 15-footer will not go. This is off the front iron. And going back to Battier at the 4, he can play inside. He's got that, Steve, that little hook shot in the feint.
But the big thing is the reason you play him at the 4 is to stretch out the defense. Battier can shoot the 3 from anywhere on the floor. So if you put him at the 4, now all of a sudden the lane is wide open for his teammates, and it becomes much more difficult to cover the entire floor for the defense.
Bargnani kicks to Anthony. And it's Anthony again missing.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
And the basket by Chalmers.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done, and they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Well, Heat making a switch here. Wade's checked in. And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Anthony. A finger roll finish at the bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Well, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New York.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight.
And Haslem kicks to Bosch. Wade. Back to Bosch. Shoots from the right block. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2.
His one miss there could be important. There's a big difference, a huge difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Vaguely. 0 points. Nada. He's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
A look from Chandler. Can't get it to go. And Miami the other way now. One-on-one fast break. And here's Chalmers from the arc. They grab their own miss. Here's Wade. It's good!
No doubt about it. Wade has found the touch right now.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 58 seconds left in the game. Outside, Felton. And And Mario Chalmers gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Knicks. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Needed those and got it. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
The Heat have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Chalmers dishes to LeBron. Bosh. The pass to Chalmers. Kicks it to LeBron. Back to Chalmers. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Stolen by Bargnani. And a fast break now for New York. Sharkey leading the charge.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He's stepping right into the spotlight.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wade passes to Haslam. Bosh. The shot will not go. Nice D from Chandler. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Boy, a 3 here would be huge.
Yeah, a chance to tie it up and make it even with the game on the line.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Heat call time here. They're down by 4. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Wade. He dishes it to Buck. It's stolen by Anthony. And now they foul and stop the clock. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Here's LeBron. They need this. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. And here is Felton, and he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Haslam. So it's New York picking up the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp.